Hey, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. In the mix, y'all. I told y'all I was coming back, and it took me a little longer than I wanted to, but hey, I'm here, and I am so excited to be here. It's Friday, it's 4 o'clock, and I'm back. It's been almost, oh my God, it's been 10 months, y'all, since I have been on here. Um, Wow. I just feel good to be here. I feel good to be here and to be sharing. I have something really good and juicy to share with y'all today. And I just want to start off, first of all, just by thanking y'all for coming and watching and paying attention. The fact that I have anything to say and y'all are listening is a blessing to me. I am Chanel Yarber of Bright Girl Media. Most of you know me, some of you do not. I definitely want to introduce myself and let you know who I am while giving myself a moment to share on social media. So give me a moment as I go ahead, and you can do the same. Share this video because somebody might need to hear what I have to say. Maybe they care, maybe they don't. Maybe you'll like what I have to say, and if you don't, guess what? You don't have to share it, and that's fine with me too. So let me share this really quickly, and then we'll get off and running. Okay, so like I said, I'm Chanel Yarber of Bright Girl Media, and I started this video stuff. I don't even like to call it a podcast, but it's really it is a podcast. It is what it is. So I started this podcast. Oh goodness, almost 2 years ago, and it just came out of nowhere. I just started talking one day on Facebook Live, and it turned into something bigger than I expected it to. And it turned into a blessing for me because it became cathartic for me, and it became a way for me to share my thoughts and get out there and just connect with people. So last year, I ended up around this time last year, I left my full-time job and started this full-time entrepreneurship thing. And in the midst of that transition, I was podcasting, and I was going into a studio at the time, and I loved it. And it was an outlet for me. It was a way for me to get out there and share my thoughts and feelings and attract clients. It was just good. It was just all good for me. But in the middle of me transitioning out of my job, one, I didn't have the money to keep going to the podcasting studio because I was putting money toward things that I needed to be doing, right? Like that's the adult thing to do, is to make those hard decisions and choices. And when you don't want to do something, or when you know that you need to do something different, you just make a shift. And we're going to talk about that today. That was one. And two, and y'all know I'm candid. So I'm going to try to be as candid as possible as I'm sharing this. Because whatever, it is what it is. I felt like I had lost my focus, or I lost a piece of me. I didn't realize then, but I realized now that I was grieving. I was grieving walking away from my job. I was grieving the community that I had. I was grieving that whole experience. And so I just wasn't in the right place to be sharing how I felt and how I thought, because it probably wasn't that good at the time, just to be perfectly honest. So I just put it on the back burner, and then in my head, I made the excuse that I wasn't doing it because of the studio thing and the technical stuff and all of that. And I just kept going on and on, giving myself reasons for why I wasn't doing this. And it was all BS. It was all BS because at the end of the day, I had, cameras, lights, action, whole nine. And even if not, I know how to go live and I know how to get on here and share my message. So that's why I'm here today. What I want to tell you, first and foremost, is not to let somebody silence your voice, and don't even let yourself silence your voice, because I did that to myself for a year. And even getting on here today, it was such a struggle. I was like, oh my God, why is it so hard for me to do this? Why am I struggling to get myself together? Like, I started feeling like I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh Lord, it was just terrible. But don't let anybody silence your voice, including yourself. Don't silence yourself. You have something to say, you have a message, get out there and make it happen. All right. So I want to welcome you. Like I said, if you are here, go ahead and share in the comments where you are from. I want to know where you're from. I am not looking at you through Facebook Live or YouTube if you are on YouTube, because we are streaming to YouTube and multiple other audio channels as well. So I need to know who's here. So tell me who you are and where you're from, because I want to shout you out. All right. So my shout outs right now, though, I want to make sure that I shout out my Bright Girls in Business, because that group of women has really been a force to be reckoned with. And so I curate a group. It has over 400 Black women entrepreneurs. And matter of fact, it's some other cultures and stuff in there too. So let me not just say Black. But I curate this Facebook group, and it has over 400 women entrepreneurs in it. And I absolutely love it. And I love every one of them, even if I may not know them personally. Just the fact that they are a part of my tribe, it makes me excited. So I want to shout y'all out, say, hey, I know y'all are watching. Thank you for rocking with me and for being a part of my tribe. Y'all have helped me tremendously throughout this year. And throughout this whole season that we all find ourselves in, where we need, we need connection, because it's hard to connect when you're socially distancing, right? Because all y'all are socially distancing, right? Talked to a friend earlier today, and she was like, "I'm not really social distancing." I almost like cussed her out. So anyway, all right, we got somebody. Hey, Tiara. Hey, Markeisha. Hey, Monique. All right, I see y'all coming in. Go ahead and share this video. I know somebody might need to see me, right? Somebody might need to see me. That's all right. So my other shout outs, I want to make sure that I shout out my clients, because they get me through. They make it happen for me as I make it happen for them. And I'm so grateful. And so this is a quick little shout out to GXA, which is an IT company in Richardson, Texas, and Alicia Makaye. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to work with you and your company. I love you. I want to shout out Lala Healthcare and Chantal Terrain. You are the bomb. So they do home health care for at risk, or not at risk. I don't even like saying at risk. At special needs children. So that's who they do home health care for. That's Lala Healthcare. They're here out of Dallas. Faith in Texas is another one of my clients. They are on the forefront of the social justice movement here in North Texas, and they are bad. And Miss Akila Wallace is the fearless leader over there, and that is my home girl, and I love her. So Akila, thank you. Cedar Physical Therapy. That's my friend Jen Melanson. She is a mobile physical therapist, and so she has been getting me together. I've shared on here numerous times about me having surgery now 3 years ago, and I didn't realize the trauma that my body had gone through, and she came through and helped me and, helped me get myself together. So thank you so much, Jen, and she's a client of mine as well. Smiles of Irving. Dr. Kimberly, you are the bomb. Thank you so much. And I also want to shout out KMC Professional Cleaning. They're all the way up in Minnesota. And my girl, Keisha Christopher, she allowed me the privilege of building her website. And we just launched that thing this week. So go check her out as well, especially if you're in Minnesota. These are all woman-owned and woman-led enterprises, and I am so thankful to have been connected to them and to be able to work with them. So thank you to my clients. That's it for the shout outs. All right. So let's get to the topic at hand because I'm excited. I'm really excited. Like, whew. Okay, so yesterday, um, I got an email from a lady that I follow, and we're in the same circles and networking and all of that stuff. And something in her email stood out to me, and I knew it was a Bible verse. And I said, I wonder why she said that like that. So what she said in her email in the text, I'm not going to read the whole email, but a part of it said, um, she said something basically moving forward without fear of her future. And when I saw without fear of her future, I said, I want to talk about that. I really want to lean into that. And so that phrase comes from Proverbs 31. It's talking about the virtuous woman. And most people know that as a very prominent or a famous passage of scripture, especially amongst women, women of faith, women of Christian faith. That's something that we kind of lean into, is being that Proverbs 31 woman and all of that. And that's, all great and wonderful. But it just, I don't know why it like leaped off the screen at me. And I was like, without fear of her future, without fear of her future. I mean, I meditated on that thing last night. I went to sleep. I woke up. I read some more. I was just like, without fear of her future. And so this is what I want to talk about, because the verse itself, I'm gonna read it. Let me pull up my digital biblio and read this to y'all, because it's just been so good to me. Okay, so it's Proverbs 31 and 25. And so it says, she is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Out of all the things that this woman did, like, that was the one that stuck out to me because it just left out. So y'all know me and I love to laugh, right? I I got some friends over here. Y'all know I love to clown and act a fool and make people laugh on Facebook. That's just what I do. It's just the outlet for me. And I'm just silly like that. But right now we're in a season where people aren't finding much funny, right? I mean, it ain't a whole lot that's funny that's going on right now, if we're gonna be all the way 100. Um, and so when I read it, and when I was reading this passage, I kept almost kind of getting mad, because I'm like, what's she laughing at? It's just me and my silly mind. Like, what's so funny? What's she laughing at? And I realized the reason she was able to laugh is the same reason that I'm able to laugh. And I hope that it's the same reason that you're able to laugh. It's because her soul was anchored. Okay. When you go through this passage and you read through, you realize she has all her ducks in a row. She's done all these things, and she got her family taken care of, and she sows, and she got a vineyard that she planted. She got some land over here. She got some businesses she's running. Okay. And she got her ducks in a row. So whatever is coming, or whatever her mind may try to whenever her mind may try to bring fear upon her, or whatever the news might be, telling her or whatever, she could laugh, because she's like, I already got this in the bag. I'm good. Right. And I realized that so many of us going into this season and going into this situation that we find ourselves in, we didn't have our ducks in a row, and we didn't have it all in the bag. So we couldn't laugh. Right. We couldn't laugh. Nothing was funny. It was fearful. It still is fearful. We don't know from one day to the next what's getting ready to happen, how it's getting ready to happen, and where it's coming from, right? But I wanted to encourage everybody. I want to use this platform as a place to encourage people, because why else? Like, I could talk about a million and one things. And as I was even getting ready to launch this, I asked people what their ideas or their thoughts were and what I should be sharing. And I've got a bunch of stuff, but I want to land here first. And we'll talk about the business stuff. I'll give you the juice on that later. But she was able to laugh because her faith was secure, and she had done the work already. She knew who she was. I mean, it's going through and it's telling you all this stuff, and it's almost like, how do I live up to that? You know, how do I do all of this stuff? How do I keep my kids in order and my husband he doing this, and my business is doing that, and job, and but all these aspects of life that we as women have to find harmony with. I don't even like the word balance because we all are off balance and off kilter, and we've completely been thrown off balance with this situation. Okay, if I'm for real, I need y'all to throw me some hearts and let me know I'm for real, because I'm for real. So we've all been thrown off right now, and so, but there's still a place inside where you can find harmony and you can find peace. And it took me, whew, when they first told us we had to lock down, baby, listen. It took me about 2.5 weeks to get myself together. I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning at night. I was finding myself up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, just looking at the ceiling fan, like, what is going on? What world is this that we are in? And why do we find ourselves here? And so when I saw that she was able to laugh without fear of the future, I said, okay, I need to be like her. I need to figure out how I'm going to do this. And so what I want to admonish everybody right now is, don't come out of this season the same way you went into the season. That would be so, everything that we've sacrificed, everything we've done and gone through, all the stress we've endured right now and are still enduring would be totally in vain if we leave this season and they open. Look, I live in Texas. Governor Abbott down there talking like he opening up today, and he can go to hell for all I care. And I was saying it out loud because I'm not going out there. But when the coast is really clear, if we come out of this quarantine the same way that we went in, it would totally be in vain. Because guess what? You have time now to sit and focus on your vision, dust off those dreams, get quiet, learn about yourself, dig in, read, all these wonderful things that we all said we didn't have time to do. Oh, I don't have time to do that. Oh, I'm too busy. I gotta go over here. I gotta take the kids over here. The kids got a game. They gotta go to gymnastics. Oh my God, my husband. Oh my God, I gotta go to work. Oh, they're calling me. You ain't doing none of that. You ain't doing it right now. You sitting right at home like me with my beautiful blouse on, but I got on some pajama pants under here. Y'all know I do. Because y'all got it on too. Because y'all got it on too. Okay. So I just want to encourage you to take an assessment of where you are, figure out where you want to go and what it'll take you to get there. And it might be a little scary. It might be, some stuff that you uncover about yourself, or that you realize, or that you realize about yourself that you're not proud of, or that you are afraid of, or that you're not even sure of, right? But yes, Rita. So Rita says, look, I'm about to look. Rita over here preaching with me. She says, in every storm, ask, where are you in this? Okay. And I love the fact that she put the capital Y over the U, because I feel like she's asking, not only where am I in this, but where is God in this? And I feel like God is right in the midst of this thing with us, right? Well, I know that he's right in the midst of it, like beyond a shadow of a doubt. And so that's why after I done got beyond this whole, I'm up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, I can laugh without fear of the future too. Because I promise you, every day I find something to make myself laugh and feel some sense of joy and some sense of peace, because I have to, because that's where my anchor and my sense of self comes from. I wouldn't even be being myself if I wasn't sharing crazy memes and silly stuff on Facebook. Y'all probably think like, what's wrong? What's going on with her? So find yourself in this time. Find the real you in this time. And I feel like so many people have been itching to get outside and itching to do something, and just, oh my God, I can't sit still, and run into the store every other day and just doing foolishness, because they're running from themselves. If we're going to keep it all the way 100, Now, if y'all agree with that, I need y'all to drop me some hearts. If not, you ain't got to. But there's a lot of people out here that have been running from themselves for a very long time. And that looks like workaholics. That looks like I'm picking up every volunteer project, everything somebody tells me or asks me to do. Yeah, I'm jumping up to do it. It looks like I got 3, 4, 5, 6 side hustles and haven't perfected the first one. It looks like um, I got to go to church every day. Every time the door open of the church, I'm there. I'm open. Matter of fact, I got the keys and I'm opening the church because that's how I'm serving the Lord. Right? Okay, you're running from yourself. Be honest. And now that we don't have anywhere to run, you better run into him and find yourself in him during this time. I didn't even get on here to preach, but Lord, I feel a sermon coming up out of me. But seriously, seriously, y'all, we got to get it together. Something that a very good friend of mine, something that a very good friend of mine uh, has brought to my attention, because I know we was talking about the Proverbs scripture, but she brought to my attention Psalm 23. And she said, she kept repeating this part. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. It didn't say he asked me if I wanted to lay down. It didn't say he suggested that I lay down or he gave me a blanket and said, when you get tired, go ahead and lay right here. It said he maketh me to lie down. And I feel like right now he's making us all sit ourselves down and get our minds in order and get our hearts in order and get our lives in order, get our houses in order. And one of the things I really want to stress, and I know I'm speaking spiritually a lot here, but one thing I want to stress tangibly is to get your house in order. Get your house in order. Use this time to get your credit in order. They letting you look at your credit report right now, and I just saw this yesterday on the news. They letting you look at your credit report for free, more than just the one annual free credit report that they give away. So dust that off. Stop being afraid to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? I got too many credit cards. I need to get this together. I need to do something. Get your credit in order. Get your finances in order. This is what seasons like this, we didn't know. We didn't know. This is why they tell you to have that nest egg and have that little safety net. We don't know how long we're going to be here. Right? We don't know if when we get out, they're going to put us back in, because the rate some of these states are going, it's probably what's going to happen. But anyway, get some insurance, some life insurance. There's a lot of people out here that, they're young and they use their youth as their excuses for why they still had time. And yeah, they ain't here today. So use this time to get your house in order, get your financial house in order, get your business in order. If you are one of my entrepreneurial sisters on here, get your business in order. Pivot if you have to. Right? I came into this season one way, and I absolutely love what I do as far as marketing and helping my clients to communicate their businesses and all of that stuff. But guess what? When their businesses are impacted, so is mine. So I'm finding myself in the middle of a shift. I'm finding myself pivoting a little bit. And I see my cousin Desiree on here. Shout out to her. She is helping me move through a pivot in the way that I'm going to be making money. And I'll share that with y'all a little later. I just got to get my footing in there, and then I'll tell y'all all about it. But, get your business in order, but don't give up. I've been seeing so many people just throwing the towel. They're like, oh, forget it. I'm not doing this. Oh, forget it. Did God give it to you? Because if he did, he already knew COVID-19 was coming, like when he gave it to you. So there's a way. And where there's a will, there's a way. The way's already been made. All right? You just got to walk in it. So get yourself in order. Get your house in order. Get your business in order. Rest. Stop running from yourself. Get you a journal. Sit down and write your thoughts out, even if you find yourself snotting and crying like I do when I get to journaling, all of that. That's cathartic. Get it out. Don't repress stuff. That's how you get sick. That's why right now I'm sitting here talking to y'all and I have one adrenal gland. I had an adrenalectomy because I had stressed myself out and, all that other stuff, and adrenal fatigue and all of that is a real thing. So take care of yourself. Take care of yourself in this season. Um, love on yourself. When you when you're running from yourself so much and you gotta try, a lot of people that's another thing they do. They travel. They gotta travel. Every other week they going somewhere. Wait, you don't want to be at home? I love being at home. I love being at home. This is great to me. Like, oh, I ain't gotta put on no bra. I ain't gotta do my hair. I can sit here. Oh, that's wonderful. But some people they running. They running because they can't find love in themselves. Find a way to love yourself. You're beautiful. You are beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in God's image. There is something lovable about you, I promise. Even the most unlovable person has something that's lovable about themselves. So find some love in yourself. You are worthy. You are beautiful. And if you can't find love in yourself, I love you. So, you know, just rest. Find some rest for your soul. Find some peace in your heart. Get quiet. Figure out what is God saying to you in this season in particular, right? That's it. It's a lot of work that can be done. All right. Develop yourself. What are you reading? Is anybody out there reading any good books? Share with me in the comments. If you're reading a good book and you feel like I need to read it, or whoever else is watching this needs to read it, go ahead and share that in the comments. This is a great time to dust off that Audible subscription. And guess what? They're giving away free audiobooks right now. You ain't doing nothing. Enrich yourself, develop yourself, read. I've been doing yoga in the morning. Oh my goodness, it's been such a blessing. Just getting up and stretching real good and just getting in tune with my body again. And I've been outside doing jump ropes in the driveway because I'm scared to walk around the neighborhood because these people, it's too many people outside. It's too many. I ain't trying to breathe your corona air. But I've been doing yoga in the morning, and then I get up in the afternoon. Actually, when I get off of here, I'm going outside into the driveway, and I'm going to do my 500 jump ropes at least to get my heart rate up, to get some fresh air, get some vitamin D, get outside, get some sunlight, you know, do something good for yourself. It's so much positive that you can find in this season if you just open your eyes and turn off the news and stop listening to the clown that keeps showing up at the 5 o'clock news. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Stop listening to him and get beyond yourself and develop yourself. So hey Desi. So Desi says that she is reading Developing the Leader in You. There you go. Go ahead. That's a book. Pick it up. Read it. Look, read it. No. Seriously though. I mean, there's so many things that we can be doing other than moping around, getting fat, eating snacks, doing silly stuff. Y'all know y'all doing it. I ain't got to call y'all out. And be grateful. Just start your day being grateful. If nothing else. If you're watching it, you're still here. I'm still here. You know, I'm grateful that the corona has not come nigh me, and it shall not come nigh me. That's my daily declaration. I'm grateful that I'm able to still connect with you all. I'm grateful that I have friends and family that I've been talking to that I hadn't talked to in a long time. You take people for granted when you're moving too fast, right? Oh, they'll be there. I'll talk to them later. And then time go on and you ain't talk to them in weeks, months, maybe even years. And then you realize, oh man, I missed all this time in somebody's life. And they did mean something to me, but they didn't mean enough for me to slow down. You got the time now. So look, I'm going to get off my soapbox. I've been on here 30 minutes just rambling and talking, but that's what's on my heart. And that's what I wanted to share. I am so excited to be back Fridays at 4. Oh, this just feels so good. Y'all just don't even know. I want y'all to share with me what you would like for me to cover, because I want to, dig in and talk about stuff that y'all want to hear. I don't want to just be talking about what I feel like y'all should hear. But go ahead and send me an inbox. You can send an inbox to this page. or you can even drop it in the comments if it's something that's on your heart and you like, maybe I want to hear her talk about that. Or just give me some ideas. I got some great ideas for my Bright Girls in Business. So I will be sharing on some of those topics in the coming weeks. I will be back. And thank y'all for watching. But before I go, here's the thing. Here's what I want to say. If you need a tribe, if you find yourself and you are trying to, start a side hustle or dust off a piece of your purpose, and you're like, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be doing this and I don't know how to start it. It's on my heart. I got the time now, but I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm a little fearful or whatever. And you need a tribe of women to stand behind you. I implore you to go ahead and get in Bright Girls in Business. Go ahead and search on Facebook. It is a group. Like I said, right now we are plus 400 women from across the country and even other countries. We got some women from Africa in there and everything, y'all. Ooh, we doing it. So I need you to go ahead and get in a group. Request to join and get active and connect. Talk to us. Let us know you're there. There's so many people that, they're there and then they don't say nothing, but I want y'all to say something. I want to hear from you. That's one. Don't be afraid to reach out if you need help. Don't. Pride comes before a fall. That's biblical and that's real life. When you scared to ask questions, see, something just dropped on me. I'm about to say it too. When you're scared to ask questions or acknowledge that you don't know anything, you'll create a whole nother COVID crisis. You see what the man on the TV is doing because he's scared to ask and he want to seem like he know everything. And now everybody is in a crisis. So don't be afraid to ask and look to people who are wiser than you. Get in the group, connect with the tribe. That's my one thing. 2, love on each other. Tomorrow ain't promised. We've seen that. We're seeing it day after day. Tomorrow is not promised. Love on each other and love on each other real good and real hard. And if you feel like people ain't loving on you, give the love that you want to return to you. That's how you make friends. That's how you build relationships. It's to show yourself friendly and to show yourself lovely. And then, it'll all come out in the wash. It'll be reciprocated to you. I promise. That's 2. And then give yourself and others more grace. This is not normal life, if you will. It's not our normal. We're not used to this. And a lot of people are struggling. Check on your friends. Check on your loved ones. Check on the people that you know that might be suffering with mental illness, because this is causing havoc with even the most regular person. And I put regular in air quotes for those who are listening and not watching. Because ain't none of us regular. We all a little off. But truthfully, and seriously, check on those people who suffer with mental illness, because this can be really devastating to a lot of people and it can take them to some dark places. And so just do that for me, okay? Now, here's some other things I want to admonish you to do before I go. 1, stay your butt in the house, all right? Don't be going out here gallivanting in these streets. I don't care what Abbott or Kemp or anybody else got to say. Until you see them out here going to the hospital without some PPE on and shaking hands and kissing babies, Corona ain't going away. Sit down, be safe, sit in the house. Ain't nothing more important than your life, all right? That's 1. Number 2, don't drink bleach. Your president out here telling people they need to drink some bleach, y'all. Don't drink the bleach. That tickled my soul. It made me mad. But you know what? I'm at a point now where I am laughing without fear of the future, because he could say all the crazy, stupid stuff. And to me, it's all jokes, because I'm not listening to nothing he got to say, because it's all lies to me anyway at this point. So anyway, Vegas will be there with that crazy mayor too. Don't be going out there trying to get in the slots. What she said, she gonna let them be a test pilot. Let the folks test pilot on their own. Y'all, what is? I feel like everybody's getting nutty, right? Like we all in the house and we going to start crazy. And everybody is getting nutty and saying anything. Like y'all, turn the news off. Just turn the news off and dig in and take some advice from some of the things that I shared to y'all with y'all today. Again, thank y'all for showing up. Yes, stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Look, stay at that's that's me getting nutty now, okay? Before I go out here and jump my rope. So I'll be back next Friday at 4. It has been such a pleasure talking to y'all today, and I'll be back. In the meantime, follow me on social media. I am Bright Girl Media everywhere. And stay safe, y'all. I love y'all.